What's up, YouTube? Georgia Silver Hunter back with a $half video hunt. Today, we're going to go through 2 boxes of Brinks rolls from my local Fifth Third. And as you know, if you watch my channel, we are forced to open these at the bank. And we got a little bit of a surprise in that I opened the first box and we have a 1964 Ender. So I have a lot of hope for these 2 boxes. With that said, let's jump into it. So because I've got a silver Ender, I'm going to record opening a lot of these rolls, and I'll do some creative editing just so that you don't end up watching me open 50 rolls, unless, of course, we end up with 50 rolls of silver. That'd be pretty sweet. That said, I am also going to be hunting these rolls for errors and varieties, and I have a document in my description down below that you are free to download, look at for your own coin roll hunts, but it will show you all the things that I look for when I hunt quarters, dimes, nickels, pennies, and $half. So feel free to go check that out. We will be using a digital microscope. The one that I use is in the description down below. It is an affiliate link, so if you're in need for a microscope, please consider buying from the link I have down below. And the last thing I wanted to say before I jump into this is, if you're new to the channel, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. And if you do like this video at any point, feel free to drop down below there and click on that like button. As a matter of fact, why don't you go ahead and do it right now? I know I haven't done that much, but just go ahead, click that like button. It doesn't cost you a dime. The other thing I wanted to do was give a quick plug. I've done a couple of precious metal videos lately, and I'll put cards for them in the upper right-hand corner. They're not getting a lot of views. I'm trying not to be like a lot of the folks that talk about silver every day, and I'm trying to give real practical knowledge about buying and selling silver. So it's not a lot of hype behind my videos. If you haven't checked them out, please do. Just go click on them. Give them a little listen. You might learn something. But I'd really appreciate it if you did. They're just not getting a lot of love, and I'd love to see them get a few more views. So with that said, let's get into these rolls. Roll number 1. I don't know if that's silver in the first roll. I don't think it is. I think it's just a dirty. I'm pretty sure it's just a dirty. 1972D with an FG. Roll number 3. Ooh, look at it. Look at it, look at it. I think we might have 2. Right here. And right here. That looks old. Let's see. 1969. 40% silver. And, oh my goodness, Walking Liberty, 1945. 1945. It looks like it is a Denver as well. You can see a little bit of the mint mark in there. We got a 90% and a 40% on roll number 3. We are on to roll number 4. Oh my goodness, guys. We might have another epic box on our hands here. Look at that. Let me zoom in again. That was kind of fun when we were zoomed in, wasn't it? Look at that. That's 90% too. Easily 90%. Well, let's hope. Let's see. 1964. 90% silver. We have a Philadelphia, no mint mark on the back there. You would see it right over here by the, I guess that'd be the right foot of the eagle. Your left as you're looking at it. 1964, 90%. We are just, what are we, just 4 rolls in. Unreal. Hopefully the rest of the box is like that, and we still have that Ender coming in at roll number 12. So we're going to get into roll number 5 here in just a second. Let me go through this for some varieties. Oh, we got some 40% in there. We got a 40. It's right here if you don't know what you're looking for. Right there, 40% silver. It's a dirty one. 1967, 40%er. All right, guys, we're getting close. We're moving on to roll number 11, and then we have that 1964 90% ender. All right, here we go. 1964 ender. Actually, let's zoom right about there as we get into it. Hopefully we got a little bit more in the middle and not just that ender. That'd be nice. We call those frienders. We have a couple of buddies that ride with it. I'm not seeing it. All right, well, we do have the 1964 on the end. It appears to be a Philadelphia. We'll put that up here with our other 64. So far we're doing great. The 90%, anytime the 90% outperforms the 40% in a box, it is a great box. Hopefully the silver trend continues. Well, here we go, getting into the second half of the box. So this would be roll number 26. It's gotten cold since roll number 12, but we had a great first 12 rolls. Getting into roll 28. Ooh. Roll number 28 is going to have some silver for us, boys and girls. Let's zoom in here. Looks like old silver, too. We have very little edge on there. It's a smooth surface right there. Let's take a look. We got another Walker. Walking Liberty, 1936, in pretty sad shape. Looks like no mint mark under the scope. There we have it. We are on our fourth 90%er of the box. Okay, we're getting into the last roll. Roll number 50 of the box. This has been a fantastic box. Let's do this one together. Doesn't look like we have any last roll silver. We'll go through it really quickly here just to see what we have. So no DDO on that 73. It's a really beat up 82, but it had an FG. All right, well, I will re-roll those later. Let's just recap this first box, and it was a doozy. Let me zoom in here and I'll bring everything on screen. But we ended up with two Walking Liberties, a 1936 and a 1945, 90% silver. We had two 1964 90% silvers, and these things are $10 to $12 a piece right now. So that's a pretty good score in this box. We did have a single 1967 40% silver. These go for $3.75 to about $4 a piece. And actually a pretty, well, the front anyway, was a pretty nice looking 1969 Denver. You may have saw this pile growing a little bit as I went through the coins. We did find a 2006 Denver NIFC. NIFC stands for not intended for circulation. We did get a 2003 Denver, I think that's a Denver, no, that's a Philly, and a 2004 Philly. And then one just coin that was worn to the nub. I think they call these pocket coins. These are typically something somebody would have in their pocket and they would just rub and rub and rub until you pretty much took all the details off. Either that or this was caught in some kind of machine and it just really wore down all of the detail. But these are kind of cool finds as well. So all in all, not a bad box number one. We're going to get this cleaned up and jump into box number two. So that first box was a doozy, and we're about to jump into box number two. I have not seen any enders or NIFCs on either side of this top rack. I didn't see any on the bottom as well. So we're going to jump into these and hopefully add to our silver. As usual, we're going to go ahead and open up roll number one together, just in case we find something. I know in the last box, because we found silver, or because we had that ender, I wanted to film opening every roll. And I may not do that in this box, but we may have silver here in this very first roll. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know if it's going to be silver, but it looks silvery to me. And it is. It's a 1968D. Look at that. Roll number one. We are already in the silver. That is fantastic. All right, well, maybe I will be filming every roll. We'll see. But I will bring you in at our next find. Here's roll number two. We're going to film just in case we get a bunch of 40s popping out in all these rolls. Look at that. We have a 2005 S clad proof. We are 2 for 2 in this box. Very, very nice. So we just got into roll number 7 and I started peeling the paper back, and I wanted to bring you in because as you can see in here, let me zoom in a little bit. As you can see in here, we got somebody really, really shiny, and we got something dark, and sometimes these dark ones can be silver, but I got a feeling that's probably a proof right there, so I thought we would open this together just in case. Let's see this dark one. That is a 1982, just a really dirty 1982. And this guy right here is also a 1982, but it is a 1982 San Francisco clad proof. 2 proofs on the box. Just wanted to bring you guys to show you we are on roll 24, and I had just gotten into the paper. Sorry I didn't record opening it, but I think we've got some silver in there. It's a little hard to see, but I think right there we're going to find some silver. Let's check it out together. Here it is, 1968 Denver. Really nice. 2 silvers, 2 proofs on the box. So we're getting into roll 38 here, and I apologize for not showing you the wrapping because I make a lot of jokes about not cutting my finger off, and in opening this roll, I literally sliced through to my finger, and I was bleeding all over the place, and didn't have time to make a nice, really good clip about this particular roll. And if you can see right here, you can see we got something silvery. So I cut myself on a silvery roll. And there it is, a 1968 Denver, putting us to 340% on the box. And I noticed this it was the bottom ender. I didn't really check it. We had something shiny. I saw it when I took it out of the wrapper. It is a Ring of Death 2014 Philly. All right, we are getting into roll number 39. I started peeling back the paper, and let's zoom in real close here so you guys can see. You see that silver poking out there? There might be more in there, but that is definitely going to be some silver. If I had to guess, probably a 40%er. Let's check it out together. A 1966. So first one of those on the box. All right, we're on roll 46, and again, I got the paper cracked back, and you can see I'm opening these slow so that if I do happen to see anything in there, I can bring you guys in. And look at that silver poking in there. You can tell this roll hasn't been opened all the way. I got something really nice in there. That looks like that's going to be a 92. Let's take a look. No mint mark on the back. Oh, it's just a really, really nice 1969. That edge made me think pure silver, like 90, well, not pure, but a 90%er. I'll take it, though. Okay, we are on our very last roll of the box. And so far, we've done pretty well. Let's hope we get some last roll luck here and roll number 50. And we're going to try not to cut myself any more than we have during the making of this video. Let's check it out. Oh, we might have. That might just be a dirty. Right there looks silvery, but it could just be a dirty. Sometimes I get 71s and 74s that look like that. Let's see. Let's check it out here. Yep, just a 71. Look at that edge. Zoom in on that. That fooled me. Let me weigh that. Because I think there's like a 71 error that was done on a silver planchet. Oh, it's 11.3. 11.2. Let's just check a couple of these, see. 11.2. Is that the silver planchet? 1971 Denver? I don't know. I'll be back. I'm going to check that out. And while I'm away, I'm going to look through the rest of these, and then we'll come back for a wrap-up. All right, well, I went through the rest of roll 50. I did a little bit of research. I did a little bit of reading, and as much as I want this to be a silver planchet, you can see just how silvery that edge is. You know, I don't think this is going to be that silver planchet. It does weigh in at 11.3 grams, and I did have one other 40% silver that weighed 11.3, so I'm going to say this is just a regular clad that just looks awful silvery. I'm going to hang on to it, though, and take it to my local coin shop and have them take a look just to see what they have to say. So I will get back to you in a future video if this does turn out to be a silver planchet 1971D. But my initial thoughts are that it is not. We did have a great second box, not as great as the first box, but we did find that 66 40%er. We had 3 1968 Denvers. We had a 1969 Denver. We had 2 pretty beat up proofs, but I love finding proofs in circulated boxes. We had a 2005 and a 1982, both San Francisco clad. And I didn't bring you in for all these, but we had a 2014 Philly with a ring of death. We had a 2011 Denver, and we had a 2015 Philly. On top of that, if we go back to our box number 1 finds, we did have that 1969. We had a 67 40%er, but really what takes the cake is finding 4 90%ers in that first box. I will throw up on the screen melt value at today's spot price so you guys can see what this is worth. But in general, your 40% silvers right now where spot is, these are about, $3.75 to about $4 a piece. And your 90% silvers are going to run $10 to $12, to an individual private sale. Melt will be a little bit less than that. I'm kind of quoting what premiums are. Proofs, not a lot of value. NIFCs, no value. The 71D, if it turns out to be a silver planchet, could be worth some money, but I don't think it will be. Apologies for having the Band-Aid, but I did nearly cut my finger off. I'm just happy I don't have to go to the hospital. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. This one was a ton of fun. Finding this much silver in 2 boxes, especially back-to-back boxes, is really exciting. I do have a 3rd box sitting for me at the bank from the same shipment, so I'm hopeful that we'll find silver in that as well, and I'll put that in a separate video. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, please take a second just to head down below and click on that subscribe button, and then click on that bell and select all so you get notified each and every time I release a new video. If you're still here, please head on down below and click on that like button and leave me a comment. Any kind of interaction you can do with this video really helps out in the search engine, and it really lets me know you guys enjoy the content. So I hope you really enjoyed this one. I enjoyed making it. I love finding all this silver, especially at face value, especially the oldies. These walkers, I love finding walkers and bank wrapped rolls. So with that said, I look forward to making more coin roll hunts this weekend, and you guys take care, and I will see you in the next one.